Welcome, friends, to Dough and Discipline. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic evening. I wanted to hop on really quickly so that we can do just a few minutes of shark play as we make our way into Shark Week. Now, we're going to start it off with a stretch off from Save with Tiffany. And so this stretch off is going to save a total of $30. Okay? All right, so we'll go ahead and pick a side one. And that is for $3. $3. And we'll go ahead and knock this one out at the top so we can just have the 4 at the bottom left as well. And that's also for $3. So our stretch off is getting $6 tonight. $6. All right, so let's go ahead and clean up. All right, so I have my handy dandy calculator off to the side so we can keep a tally of how much we're gonna owe, okay? All right, so we got our $6 marked in. All right, next up, we're going to our sticker challenge. Our sticker challenge comes to us from Eva at Budget Your Life. I'm gonna slide it down so you guys won't get this glare. And again, it kind of reminds you of a Sharknado type situation. We are going to go ahead and put 2 items on our sticker challenge, okay? So I'm gonna grab a shark for $4 and a shark for $5. All right, so here's our $5 shark. Add 5. All right, and here is our $4 shark. All right, and we're gonna put him right there. All right, great. And so that's to kind of show you what we have left. So we'll keep working at it and we'll hit that 100 soon, guys. All right, fantastic. Now we're gonna move on to something that we're gonna go to Shut the Shark. We are wrapping up 2 challenges. We already wrapped up our game from O&L here, Lena's. We wrapped that up last night. And tonight we're going to wrap up our Shut the Shark Fin. So we have 2 rows left. So we're just gonna go ahead and knock that out, okay? All right, we have 5. Sorry guys, I'm gonna re-roll. We have 8. We have 7. Now I want you to notice, guys, the fin tonight is a 9. Yikes. We have a 3. Not sure how it's going to turn out, but we'll see. All right, we have an 8. All right, so we're going to hit the 6 and the 2. All right, we left with 1, 4, and 9. Whew. All right, we got a 6, so we're out. Now, we were not able to eliminate our 9 out of the fin. Okay, so we have 3 values that are open. So that's $3, plus we have to pay a 5. So that's a total of $8. $8. All right, last round. 5, 4, numbers. Our fin has a 7. All right, we got a 4 and a 1. So 5 again. So we'll go ahead and do the 2 and the 3. I hope we don't have to pay extra 2 times in a row, guys. Come on. All right, we got a 7. Yes. There we go. All right, we got 9, 8, 6, and 1. All right, so we got the 9. Awesome. All right, we got 9 again. And we can do the 8 and the 1. All right, guys, can we do it? Can we shut the shark fin for our last roll? Let's see. 8. All right, so we just have to pay $1. $1. All right, guys, make sure you head on over again and grab some of the games that I've played and let us know how you fared. Again, we have Eva for Budget Your Life with Shut the Shark Fin. And we have Lena at O and L here. All right, last but not least, we are going to do something we haven't done before, and this is Amity Island. So this is a game from Eva over at Budget Your Life that I let you guys know that I was working on slowly but surely. So this game, we're going to use our shark dice from Eva and a D8. So it requires you to use a D6 for one side and a D8 for the other. And we're not going to waste any time. Let's get to it. All right, so we have a 1 and a 5. 3. We have a 2. Well, we're going to re-roll the shark die because it's like crooked. All right, so we have a 2 and a 4. So we have another 3. We'll do just a few more. All right, we have a 6 and a 4. Hot dog, we got a shark. All right, let's see what we need to do. I'm not gonna cross them out yet because I don't know. All right, so here is our shark friend, okay? He has a 2 and a 1, so we'll go ahead and do both. 2 and 1, and we'll pay 3 for him. Fantastic. A few more times, guys. All right, we have a 4 and a 3. 4 and 3. So we already have that. Let's try again. We have an 8 and a 2. All right, we got that one. We have a 4 and a 4 for 2. All right, we'll do 2 more times. We have a 1 and 1, which we already have crossed out. We have a 5 and a 3, which is 1. All right, 1 and 1 we've already done. All right, so we have a 6 and a 4, which we've done. A 1 and a 4. All right, come on, guys, give us something good. I'm gonna switch the dice out really quick with a Ursula. All right, so we have a 6 and a 2. Awesome. 1. All right, we have an 8 and a 4, which is 2. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a wrap. And tonight we are paying our Shark Week envelope $39. $39. 20, 30, 5, 9. All right, and to close it out, we're gonna see how much we have in total in our Shark Week envelope. Let's get our money and tally it up. Guys, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the money. So I actually don't have a plan as of yet as to what I'm going to use this money for. Let me hear from you guys in the comment. Like, what are you guys gonna use your Shark Week money for? Those of you who are saving. All right, let's see how much we got so far. 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. $150. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Again, make sure you are being disciplined about your dough. I appreciate you guys, all the support, and I just hope that you're having a fantastic day. Until we meet again, my friends, be blessed.